Okay, there we go. I'm recording. So, guys, this is my strategy, the Sphinx strategy. I've realized these days it have a new name. People call it the touches a move and move is a bullet strategy. Well, it kind of works on that basis where if something touch something, that's a move, and move is a bullet. Your bullet is you making money. Your profit shooting high up. So these are the indicators you're gonna need. A 50 exponential moving average. Period is 50. Apply to close. Color, people. Color is important here. Make it red. Levels and visualization isn't important. Only that. Period 50. MA method exponential. Apply to close. Style red. Next indicator you need, it's a 200 period moving average. MA method, it's exponential. Apply to close. Color yellow. Next thing. This is where I lose people. Guys, in my strategy, I don't use the standard RSI. I use period 13 because why? I want to be ahead of the game. If you use 14, it's not like much change. I'm just going to show you guys. You see, there isn't much change. But if the market is active, you're going to see that the 13 is more sensitive. Like this thing move faster than the 14. I always want to be ahead of the game. So RSI 13 allow me to be ahead of the game. So we're going to use RSI 13, apply to close, color red. Most important thing, these levels. If you guys can't see my levels right here, just look in the bottom of my screen. Look here. That's the description. What you see right here, it's the description. Please take a picture of it. Try to memorize it if you are part of the memorizing team. We have people like that who have very good memories. So here we go. Guys, first things first, we're going to use the 200 exponential moving average. The 200 exponential moving average, yellow line, it's important. Why? It gives us market direction. If you know anything about forex trading, your first step in whatever you do is to find the market direction. That is your first step. Find market direction. So here we are. We use the 200 EMA for market direction. Whenever price I reflect to my candlesticks. Whenever price is higher than my 200 moving average, check what's happening, people. We're moving upwards. Whenever price is lower than my 200 EMA, my yellow line, the general movement is downwards. Check, I've been on this downtrend. We've been on this downtrend here. You guys can see that we're moving all the way down. So step one, find market direction by using the 200 EMA. We did that, we cool, done. Underneath the price, underneath the 200 EMA, we're moving down. Above the 200 EMA, we're moving up. Hope you guys have it. Step two, find your entrance. Now guys, this, as you guys can see, I'm on daily. Normally I apply the strategy to H1. So I'm going to jump back to H1 and I hope you guys can stay with me. Anyway, remember what I told you guys. We use the 200 EMA to find market direction. When price is underneath the 200 EMA, we're moving down. Above, we're moving up. Above, we're moving all the way up. Now I'm going to give you guys entry points. How do we enter? We wait for price, in other words, my candlestick, to touch the 50 EMA. Price touch my 50 EMA, touch is a move is a bullet. First candle touch, bum. I have to wait until this candle closes. Guys, do not enter a trade on an active candle if you're doing analysis. Do not. Wait for this candle to close. In other words, this is my first candle. After an hour, I'm going to enter the trade. Now check what's happening, people. First candle touch is a move. Move means touch is a move. Touch means my move is coming next. I'm going to wait. It closes out. Next candle open. I'm only entering on this candle if it's the same color as my previous candle. So I'm going to enter on this one if it's the same color as the one that touched. First candle touch. I'm going to wait for this candle to close. This candle close, new candle comes. It's going to fluctuate, people. It's going to go white, red, white, red. It's going to fight. It's a fight between the bulls and the bears. They're going to fight. You're going to exercise a little bit of patience. You're going to wait until you can see that this candle have a decent size. At least 10% of this candle, this new candle must have. And then you enter your buy trade. Enter buy. If you were as smart as to enter this trade, you would have seen right thereafter, red. People, once you enter a trade with a strategy, I've learned over the years, stay in your trade. Enter there, stay in your trade, stay in your trade, stay in your trade. Until when do I stay in my trade, Rodney? Guys, that's where RSI comes in. until RSI is at the level 70, or the region, not level, region 70. Guys, with region, what I'm telling you guys is region means it can be anything between 65 and 70. That's region. Same thing if I say 30% region. Yeah, look here. It can be 35, 30, whatever. That's region. So I'm going to enter my trade here, stay in my trade until RSI hit the region of 70. In other words, here, that's 61. If you were afraid, take your money. You can never be wrong of taking your money. If you were afraid, take your money. But I would advise you, go for 70. Go for 70. Here we are, 72. As you guys can see, this is a new candle I'm in. I'm not closing my trade. Why? Why don't I close my trade on 70? It's because I need a reason to get out. What is a reason for you to get out of your trade? An opposing candle. You always close when you have an opposing candle at the region of 70% for a buy trade. I'm going to say that again. Always close your trade at the region of 70% on RSI on your first opposing candle. I'm going to say it again just to make sure. Always close your buy trade when your RSI is at the region of 70% and you have your first opposing red candle. I don't think I need to say that again. Now let's exercise this. Check. Touch is a move, move is a bullet. First candle, wait for it to close, enter, stay in my trade. Here we go again. This is so easy. This is literally how I built a $150 account into a beast. Check. RSI. What's RSI right there? What's RSI? 79. People, imagine if you got out of RSI 70. Do you guys see how many money you would have lost? You lost a good 2 candles moving in your direction. That's why I say you need an opposing candle. Don't get out unless you have an opposing candle. You guys with me? Do not get out if you are on 70 and you don't have an opposing candle. Stay in your trade until you have an opposing candle, people. Next candle. It's not opposing me. It's going in my direction. I take more money. Same thing here. More money. Uh-oh. Here's my first opposing candle. Now I take my money. Easy like that. If you look at your description, it says close buy, look for counter sell. I'm going to start with the counters this week. This week, I'm going to teach you guys how to counter. This week, it's only entry, staying in my trade, close. No counters. Let's do it again. No touch. So no touch. No touch is a move. No bullet. Here. Remember, we are in an up market, so we're moving upwards. We wanna buy. The candle that do touch is a red one. Now, people, since we're buying, the red candles are irrelevant here. We're only looking at the white one. First white candle touch is a move is a bullet. I'm gonna wait for this candle to close. This candle close, new candle come, 10% of this candle, same color. It's raining money. I enter my trade. Easy like that, people. Enter my trade, stay in my trade until when RSI is in the 70 region. Here we are, first red candle. What region am I in? 61. Like I told you guys, if you're afraid, take your money. You can never be wrong. If you were brave like me, I'm always brave. I always like to push the envelope. Here we are. It's red. I don't care if it's a doji. If it's red, it's red. 60. Here we go. Here you're going to get a little shock of your life. Here we go. First red candle. Opposing candle. You could have taken your money there, there, or there. Take your money. You can never, ever be wrong. You can never, ever be wrong. Let's say you're on 50. 50% you have a red candle. Don't close your trade. Stay in your trade. If you know anything about Forex, you will know every uptrend needs a pullback. So the market's going to pull back a few candles. And no, that's not a 20 EMA. That's the 50 EMA. Does RSI matter when we're entering the trade? Yes, Lwazi, RSI do matter because let's go back to where I entered. Remember, since you're buying, you want everything to point upwards. So here, what's RSI pointing at? What's the direction? It's upwards. Beautiful. Enter my trade. Let's go back to my previous entrance point. Right here. What's RSI doing, Lwazi? It's pointing upwards. Beautiful. That's what I want. If you want to buy, Everything must point upwards. You can't buy if RSI points downwards. Come on, people. You see that region between my two EMAs? You guys see that? That blue part. That is consolidation, people. This is a mistake Eddie, my dear Eddie, made last week on EuroJPY. I told him the pair is in consolidation and he sent you guys the signal to trade. Guys, whenever price is between my 50 and my 200 EMA, do not trade. Something's happening right here, people. We're moving from an up market to a down market. Why do I say we're on a bearish market? Because now price is lower than my 200 EMA. So we're moving down. Where do we enter? Touch is a move, move is a bullet. Here, first candle, touch, red. What's my next candle? White. Guys, remember, I will only enter this one if it's also red and I have 20% of the moment, 10% of the momentum. So no, I won't enter here. This one touched, I have hope again. Next candle, white, no entry. This one also touched. It's red. Next candle, also red. Also red. Guys, that's where you enter. Also red, enter. Stay in your trade. Stay in your trade until when, Rodney? Until RSI is in the region of 30%. Here we go, people. Easy money. Okay, just look at RSI right there, people. Look, easy money. Easy money. What am I doing here? Which level am I in? If you're afraid, 35, take your money. You can never be wrong with taking your money. I said, if I say 30 region, I mean 30, 31, 32, 33, 35. Take your money. Why would you take your money on this trade? It's an opposing candle. Since you're going down, you want it all red, people. So if you're afraid, take your money. If you're brave like I am, I always want to go to 30. 3-0. I always want to. Stay in your trade. Right here, people, we're on 3-0. I know I'm not wrong, people. We're on 3-0. First opposing candle, white, right there. That's me taking my money. If you missed an entry point, Loazi is asking if you miss an entry point, can you use your RSI to check whether you can still enter? Loazi, because you are trading on H1, I would say if you missed your entry point, let it go, brother. But on the higher time frames like H4 and daily and weekly, you can still enter the trade. Just look at RSI. RSI is still pointing down. But on H1, let it go. Another entry point, guys. Here we at. Touch is a move and move is a bullet. First red, wait for it to close. Second candle, 10% of that size, enter my sell. Stay in my trade until when RSI is in the 30 region. Here we are, definitely 30. Look at 29. First opposing candle, take my money. Easy like that.